All right, so this week it's going to be our Q&A week.
Yes, and speaking of talking, since you love to surprise me on these episodes all the time,
shoot.
I have a surprise of my own.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up?
Yes, welcome to Our Walk His Way. Was that a harmony? I don't even know what that was. Jinx. You owe me 5 minutes. Jinx.
No, but I don't think that was a harmony.
Was that like a diminished?
No.
What was that?
I was just trying something new.
No, that was off key. That was not it. That was not it.
No, it was good.
No, it wasn't good.
It was good.
Love, since we're in the conversation and topic of love
Here
is
you
honest.
go already. We're
Love
literally
is
30
honest.
seconds into this this podcast episode.
Love is honest.
Mm.
Yes, love is honest.
Tell me about it.
Let's talk about it.
Please.
Let's talk.
That's literally in the epitome of dad jokes.
You know what? Let's cilantro and onion with the taco about
it's
it.
literally getting so much worse.
With a little bit of lemon.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's embarrassing.
No, it's not.
But it's
you know
okay.
why? Because I know who I am.
Anyways, welcome
Hey, listen.
to episode 9.
How
Just
can a
ignore
child
this
of
guy.
God be embarrassed?
Just ignore him as I say hello.
Wow.
Welcome to episode 9 and the last episode in Love Month.
Love month. Did I hit that?
I mean,
Kind of.
It was a little augmented, but it was okay.
See, that's stuff people don't know how to do. People just be doing their regular major triad chords and harmonies. I'm doing things augmented.
You're really
and
pulling
diminished.
out all of the knowledge you have.
Hey, listen, I hit the A minor 7th with an A2 sus.
Please.
Listen, there's a couple
Please.
times you can't say sus when you're talking about hit that A sus chord. Like, bro,
What?
it's a joke. I mean, it's not a joke. It's actual like sus, like
Yeah.
G sus.
Okay.
It's actual-
Jesus?
Ooh, sus.
Is that what you were saying?
No, like
Oh.
it's like sus. I don't know
thought
how
you
to
said
explain it, but it's
Jesus.
like to all the musicians, they know it sometimes needs to be sus.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right,
I'm
we're
glad
moving forward.
somebody knows what you're talking about.
Somebody knows
Because it's not me.
that sometimes these chords can be sus.
Okay.
All right, let's move forward.
Yeah, we shall.
Yes.
Anyways, we're on the last episode of Love Month.
Love month.
How fantastic.
Next year, hopefully, we got somebody that we can throw in
Yes.
because
100%.
I think we're gonna keep the love month vibe,
Of course.
like the love month vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe next year we have somebody that we interview and kind of talk through some love, ups, downs, tongue twister, roller coasters of relationships and things like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think it'd be really fun to kind of hear different perspectives and do that whole thing.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally.
All right.
All right. So this week it's going to be our Q&A week.
Yes. And speaking of talking, since you love to surprise me on these episodes all the time,
Shoot.
I have a surprise of my own.
Totally.
I came up with a game, and it's a game, and I didn't tell you ahead of time because I know that you hate games a lot of times. So guess what? I prepared it myself. Exhibit A. Look at camera. Look. Ooh. Yes. So we're going to play a little game. ASMR.
I
And this is
hate
called-
ASMR. I hate everything about this.
So this is time for you to
Play
be
this
put
game
on
with
this.
me as
Okay. So
I hate this.
this is a little would you rather. Your favorite.
That's what I got.
First question. You ready? We're just gonna get this going. You can't stop this train.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Would you rather your partner spend money freely or question every purchase you make?
Spend money freely.
Would you
Good
rather
question.
me spend money freely
No.
or question every purchase that you make?
You can question every purchase I make because I'm a grown man, so I'm gonna still make them purchases. So I like that one.
Well, I will say, and this is good. There's gonna be rapid fire, but you definitely question every purchase
Yes.
purchase I make already.
Yeah, because I get the auto
'Cause
notifications.
you turned on notifications.
Yes, on every transaction.
Literally.
And just the other day, for some reason, $39 came out of the account 2 times for Best Buy.
Not $39.
It was $39.
$19.99.
No, what's $19.99 times 2? It was like $39. Anyways, all right, keep going.
Next question.
Wait, so I don't get to ask you?
I answered.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next question.
So you said question every purchase versus having me spend.
Well, you already do that. That's the point. Yeah. Next question.
I'm a grown man.
Would you rather only have disagreements through text or only through voice notes?
I like both. I'm not gonna lie, because like when we sometimes when like we have unfinished business and I be at work and then we have the long text, I be low key laughing. I be texting.
That is so rude.
Yeah. So like I can't, like with me in arguments, for some reason it's like when I'm texting in arguments, I think it's so like high school. So when
you also be like, you drum up your like best lines because you have time.
You got time to think. It's the greatest thing.
Voice notes are kind of laughable. Like I wouldn't ever be able to hear you saying something serious through a voice note. And like
Carlise,
your voice in a voice note is just.
No,
I would definitely choose text.
What about like from like your? I feel like
we need to do it in person. That's the best place.
Well,
obviously.
Yeah, it's very rare where we need to finish our communication session through text. It's sometimes like
if something happens right before you go to work,
right before I go to work, some in the morning or something like that. It's never been like you're next to me and we're texting each other.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry if somebody else does that, but
people process things differently.
Crazy for us. Okay.
All right.
Next question.
You got to clean all that stuff up too. You over here throwing this paper and stuff.
Would you rather always be right or always be happy?
I'm both.
So
let me tell you. No, you didn't.
I knew you were
what were you gonna say? What about you?
My assumption of what you were gonna say.
What would you say?
Being right makes you happy.
No,
being right makes you happy.
So what about you? What about you?
I would definitely prefer to have peace in my home.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yes, because that's the truth. Like
I already knew you were gonna say that.
I don't have a pride issue, and I'm not saying you have a pride issue.
No, it's not about always being. It said, "Would I rather?"
Would you rather always be right or always be happy? And that's insinuating that always right doesn't mean that makes you happy.
Well, here's the thing. I'm right. And I say 99.9% of the time.
Oh, my gosh.
And that does not always equate to being happy. Because sometimes when I'm right about things, it's pretty sad. It's just like, I knew that was going to happen.
Next question.
Hey. Hey, God be talking. I'm like, dang, I knew that was going to happen.
We're almost done. We're almost to the bottom of the bucket. Would you rather always have to share your food or never be able to try your partner's food?
Would I rather always
have to share with me, or you never get to taste mine?
Never taste yours.
Yeah,
because you got basic food. You like chicken tenders and fries.
That is not true.
I feel things that are more sophisticated.
That I eat something,
like sushi.
You're always trying to try. Can I get a taste? Can I get a sip?
But it don't be look. It's just kind of like that's because I still be hungry a little bit.
So you want to eat your whole plate and then eat some of mine?
Yes, I want my plate and eat yours too.
Okay. I definitely would rather always share so I can try
I do have
yours.
A question, though. I do have a question since we're on this topic.
Oh, gosh.
So we been together, being married, going on 12 years in June, right?
Yep.
Our first half decade, 5 years, you never ate your leftovers. Okay. Now, we had a dating season, right? As well, from 16 through 20. We will go out. Well, we started able to go out to eat in 17, right, through 3 years. You would never take home your leftovers, meaning that you say, oh, yeah, you can have it, blah, blah. So I will take your leftovers home. I will eat your leftovers when we got married. So this last 5 to 6 years, what has changed and why? Why do you want your leftovers now? And I do not like that because I want your leftovers.
So remember in the episode of our podcast where we talked about people changing and you have to be able to flex and go with that?
So
that's what happened. I changed and that's okay. Next question.
So here's the thing. I want to roast right now, but
next question.
I can't do it because I love you.
Next question.
I want to flame on so hard right now.
All right. Next question. It
if
says,
you don't get your...
Would you rather have your partner control the TV forever or music in the car forever?
Well,
Exactly.
that's a good one.
It's a good one.
You have terrible TV. And I would say musically, I'm very versed, so I can listen to all different types of music.
Okay.
So, and the
So which
music,
one would you rather me have control?
I would say music.
Okay. I would say that too because we don't have the same taste in television.
No, because music, I can rock down with a lot of different stuff, right? But your TV sucks.
Grey's Anatomy is great.
Nobody wants to see Grey's. Nobody wants
American
to see The
Idol?
Bachelorette. Nobody wants to see American Idol. Nobody wants to see
What?
Traitors.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see The Voice. Nobody wants to see all these singing shows.
Wow. Take that back to the people that created that. They're God's children too.
Oh,
Okay. Last question.
you got to clean all this stuff up.
Last question. Oh yeah, this is my curveball question.
Is that why it's folded up the way? Yeah.
What's one thing you would change about me if you could?
That's not a would you rather.
I know. I just wanted to put you on the spot because, again, you like to put me on the spot. So now I'm going to ask you the tough questions.
Okay. There's nothing that I would change about you.
Oh, okay.
But listen, I will want you, whatever it is that you feel as if God has called you to be molded into. I will be in agreement with what you said, God said.
Amen.
Yeah.
Pastor Kyle.
You can't get me. No okay. Clips for
that
your
was
boy.
Fun. Yay.
Yeah.
We played a game. See, that wasn't that bad.
Good job. But what about you? What would be one thing you would want to change about me?
Anything that the Holy Spirit says you need to change. See, I'm not going to answer because you're not going to answer.
No, all right. I'm going to be real.
Oh, gosh.
Let's get real. So, all right.
Oh.
Is it okay that I can get real?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, and I'll be honest. I think these days are starting to blend. And so I think it was this morning.
This morning?
Yeah,
my goodness.
This morning I woke up. And I woke up. Thank God that I woke up and you were still asleep. Okay. And I look down and I see that you slept in my socks again.
Oh my gosh.
And
leave the sock.
And then this morning I came to the point where I said, Carlise, can you please stop wearing my socks?
Stop worrying about these socks?
No.
Please.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
You have nice socks. I don't have any long socks.
Buy your own socks.
I'm going to buy the socks that you have.
That's fine.
So they can look the exact same.
And you can then, at that point, I'm buying 365 pair of socks. It's done.
Okay.
I did the calculations.
Oh, so you could have disposable socks?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I'm getting to that point because I'll always have a fresh pair. You can use my old pair. You can just have to wash them.
Wow.
So when I'm done with them, I'll just throw them in your hamper and not mine.
Wait, what?
Exactly. Because I'll always have a fresh pair.
So we'll just share? Community socks?
Totally not. Alrighty. So let's move forward. Alrighty. So you started off with that. So I'm going to start off with the next question. Q&A. Yay.
Q&A. Q&A.
Q&A. That was a different key.
Yeah.
All right. It's all good. Who's a vocal coach? I need some vocal lessons. Alrighty. So as we have talked through loving your neighbor, loving God, loving yourself, all these different versions of how to express love. So we got some questions. We're going to be talking about love in general, right? And we're going to start talking and asking each other more questions about each other and things like that. Alrighty? So a tough question that I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
And you have to answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. If love is so powerful, why do so many relationships fail? I'm going to ask that one more time. If love is so powerful, why do so many relationships fail?
That's a really hard question.
Mm-hmm.
If love is so powerful, why do relationships fail?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the question is, in these failed relationships, like, what was their definition of love? I would probably start there. We've gone through a lot of the phases of love and, the two greatest commandments from God, and kind of got that down pack about loving God and love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the question would be, what is their definition of love? A lot of times, maybe people think love is a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about emotions, which feeling, like the saying that you always have said, feelings aren't facts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe I would say that people don't know what the true definition of love is, or only ride out love as emotions. And so when emotions fade, love fades.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's kind of my first thought.
Yeah, love. Why do so many relationships fail if love is so powerful? Like when we get these questions, we actually have like zero prep time to like think, and like this is all like straight off the dome. Bars. I will say this. When you think about, like you said, love, what is their definition of love? Mm-hmm. What does love mean? And also, I feel like sometimes people may not understand or have an idea of what love is supposed to look like. And so when you have a false representation of what love is, sometimes you emulate what you grew up in.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
And so I feel like people don't understand sometimes what that really means. To love people, to love themselves, to know what it is to endure, to know what it is to have sacrifice in a relationship.
Yeah.
To go through these things, to know what love is, because what love is, with the whole entire being of it, I just feel like most just don't really know. And once you really know what it's like to be loved, and a lot of times people have never been loved in the way that they deserve, been loved in a way that is I feel like everybody deserves to be loved.
Yeah.
Not in a way of this is beyond romance.
Yeah.
This is beyond a romantic relationship, right? I'm talking about understanding what it means to be loved by God.
Yeah.
Because when you have a deep understanding of what it is to be loved by God, you have the ability to love other people.
Right.
Right. And so this goes back into what we talked about in our previous weeks of the power of being able to love people is just ultimately comes from God, because we're prideful, right? We're selfish naturally. Sometimes we're insecure. We have all these different flaws that a flawed person to love somebody else can be really hard sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But when you know what it is to be loved, it's a lot easier, in my opinion, to love somebody.
Yeah, and I would say a part of that point about experiencing the love of God really does that for you is also what are we getting from God?
Right.
In that.
Mm-hmm.
God gives us forgiveness and grace in all those things. And so I kind of feel like we've gone into this culture of people don't want to fight for love.
Yeah, that's true.
People don't want to fight for their relationship or want to put in the effort. Oh, red flag, red flag, red flag. You're out. Cancel culture. Gotta go.
All right. Can we pause right there?
Yeah.
Can we? All right. Pause right there for 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's been like, I don't know, for some reason in my news feed, this whole cancel culture thing is really starting to, it just hurts me in a way. And what I mean by that, it's when people in the body of Christ, their whole entire content structure is to call out other people that love God. Mm-hmm. Like Christians calling out Christians and all the divisiveness that we have. Yeah. Like, where is the love of God's people? Like, God didn't, like, and I get people going to pull up scripture, got to call out the false prophets, got to do this, got to do that. Like, what happened to the fundamental of just going out, loving people, and going and make disciples?
Yeah.
Like us taking our time out of our day to find other people and call them out to make yourself seem higher than whatever the situation, like whatever that means. Yeah. So I really want to, when you say cancel culture, just kind of like, man, it's starting to bother me to watch people just keep calling people out in the way, like, where's love? Like, how Black Eyed Peas get it better than us Christians sometimes. Like, where the love at? I don't really know where the truth at. Come on, I don't really know where the love. People right killing, now. People dying. Hear, come on,
Did you
sing
turn
it.
To Michael Jackson?
Hear them crying. Better practice what you preach.
Why did you get like country?
Where is the love? Where is the love?
Okay. But yeah, no.
But you see what I'm saying though? Like low key though. Low key. Dope.
I get that, but yeah, I really feel like there's an element of that in relationships you see nowadays, friendships, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, marriage even, where there's less grace, there's less forgiveness, and there's more, well, if you're not exactly what I need every second of the day, if you're not always bringing me peace and happiness and, then they're just ready to just jump ship because everybody can be independent. I can make myself happy and all stuff, which sure, that's good to be confident in yourself and to love yourself and all of that. But what happened to like working in your relationships? Yeah. Everything isn't bliss, but it's worth it to do life with people because there's so much benefit in it too. So,
Yep. So let's move on because we can.
I know we can just go on and on.
Go on and on as far as why they fail, and to kind of put on, put a cap on it. It's
you have to understand love.
Yep.
To be able
to
love.
Yep.
Which then will sustain your relationship.
It's like John Maxwell has like the law of navigation. It's better to, when you follow somebody, right? You can't take somebody to a place that you've never been to, right? And so it's navigating through these things. And sometimes, and that's the beauty of God, is that if you're somebody that's grew up in a household that you just weren't loved, right? You were rejected, you were abandoned, you felt isolated, all these different things that caused you to feel, and maybe you didn't grow up without real love. And that's true. And so this is the beauty behind God, is that once you encounter God, this is a love that sometimes words can't really explain. And then I'll put a little cap on it right here. 1 Corinthians 13:4. And I don't think we ever use this one out of the entire love month. And I'm just going to put a nice little bow on it, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
All righty. 13:4. Now, all the saints probably know where I'm going with this, but here we go. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things. Love believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. Period.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right?
Perfect bow.
Perfect little bow. All right. Next question. We're gonna do a little rapid fire. How? Now this is about us.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh. All right. How would you define love today versus how you defined it when we first got married?
Okay. Do you want to start with it?
No, you go.
I started last time.
No, you didn't. Did you?
Run the tapes.
Oh. All right. So, now you got to ask me the question so I can answer it. Here you go. Ask me the question right there. Ask me the question. Ask me the question. I know, but it's easier so I can, let me think. All right, there we go. You got the questions.
All right, here we go. All right. How would you define love today versus how you defined it when we first got married?
Love today. Love today.
That reminded me of our wedding.
What?
The toast with Malik.
Oh, all right. Listen, shout out to my homie Malik. So he was one of my best men at my wedding, right? And it was great about, and this is my podcast, so I'm going to say whatever it is I want to say. Sometimes words can't describe Kyle.
Okay.
But Kyle.
Here we go.
No, but listen, that's all he said in the speech. It was Kyle.
He's like, it was his turn. He took the mic. He said, Kyle.
Just.
Kyle. He said Kyle probably 15 times.
Kyle, you just since 5th grade. Kyle.
So sorry. When you repeated it the way you did, it just had me
I
flashback.
don't even remember what I repeated.
You said love today after I just said love today.
Hey, shout outs to King Felix. All right, cool. Go ahead. All right. So what's the question again?
How would you define love today versus how you defined it when we first got married?
Love today. Yeah, every time I hear that quote, okay. Today, it is. What? 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 What?
Okay. I'm back.
Love when we first got married. I'm trying to find the right adjective because I know what it's grown. It's grown a lot into how I would define it. I believe love today is more of a choice than it was when we first got married.
Dang.
What?
So you said you just enjoyed to love me and now you got to choose to love me?
Nah, not that. It's more so of like.
Why are you grinning?
Because, as you said.
You said love today is more of a choice.
It's like you choose on an everyday basis. Like, how can I express my love for my wife? Back when it's more intentional. There we go. It's more intentional.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. We're coming together.
It's intentional.
Never really.
Yeah. So that's the whole vibe. I would say it's more intentional today than it was when we were young. Like, we're talking young, meaning that like when you're in your early 20s, you're just living life. Mm-hmm. Just living life. Yeah. Like, literally, you're just doing life. And as life goes on, you can't just do life, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference, I think, from it just being us to like now having a full family.
I can't wait till it's that again. It's going to be great. We're going to turn up. We're so young still, and what's great about it, like when we're 50, it's like all of our kids are going to be pretty much grown at 50. Yeah. And that's when, like, at 50, you got the most money, right? You got the most money at 50. You're going to have more time. Like, I'm excited. 50 going to be the new 30. I promise you that.
All right.
I'm excited. Yeah, it's going to be dope. Because people our age, they took their entire 20s. God is good. I can't wait till 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm loving my kids, loving the time, loving this process.
Yes.
Loving the diapers. All that. It's love. All right.
But yes, like I was saying, a whole tangent about 50.
Watch out.
But yeah, so I would say that it was different. Like you said, didn't need to be as much intentionality because it was just us. We were spending our time together. If we weren't away from each other, we were hanging out with each other.
We were chilling, man.
Nowadays, when you have kids and they're involved in activities and, we're more busy with work and with church and with all the things.
All right. So biggest difference is intentional. Because I still like what was funny. So we just laid Jet down, right? And this is a cool conversation I just had with Jet. So I don't know where we laid Jet down. It's the cutest thing. He still wants to be tucked in, and I love it.
It's not like he's that old. It's normal to be tucked in.
Dude about to be, he got hair on his legs.
He's 10.
Don't matter. Dude grown. And he still gets tucked in. So it was like 10 minutes after I go in there. I hop in his bed. He's like, Dad, what are you doing in here? It's like, just chilling, man. Like, what's up? He started cracking up. And I forgot what he was like, yeah, Dad, I'm thinking about moving away in college. I was like, what?
No, he ain't going nowhere.
Exactly what I said. And then he was like, I said, where are you going to go, Jet? And he said New York and Paris. I said, what?
I mean, hey, he's going to be a star.
Yeah, and then from there, we started talking about marriage. I don't know how we got into it. And then I said, who are you going to marry? I said, it doesn't matter what she is. She can be black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian. Doesn't matter, whoever it is you marry. But I'm going to tell you what my mom always told me, right? We got on the topic of marriage. I don't know how that happened, right? And I said, I don't care. Oh, that's what he said. I remember. He said, Dad, what if the woman that I marry you just don't like? I said, what do you mean? He was like, you just don't think that she's good enough for me. And I said, well, Jet, I'm going to tell you what my mom always told me, right? I said, you have to, and this works hand in hand to our first question. I said, you have to find a woman that you believe will be a great mother of your children as well. more than just your wife, because this is the person that's going to raise your children. And my mom always told me that, right? And I had an example. This goes back into having that example of what a phenomenal woman is, what a phenomenal mother can be.
Yeah.
And out of, you know, all of my sister-in-laws, in my opinion, you're the most like my mother. You know, same advice, but they all have similarities of my mother, but you're like the most like my mother. You know, and so from there, he was like, I said, so it's not that I will never have the feeling of she's not good enough for you. I will hope that you have a high standard for yourself.
Yeah.
That you want to date a woman that doesn't meet that high standard for yourself.
Yeah.
So I put it back into his court, and that was a good conversation I just had with
that's
Jed.
awesome.
Yeah, it was super random. We were just laying down there, just chilling. He's got a little nightlight, looking at the stars and stuff. So yeah, next question. Let's go for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super sweet. Okay. So next question. What is the biggest misconception people have about love in marriage? What's the biggest misconception people have about love and marriage? It kind of goes with the first question a little bit.
Misconception. You go first.
Well, then you have to ask me the question. I'll ask myself the question.
I'll ask you. No, I'll ask you.
Carlise, what is the biggest misconception people have about love
Carl!
in marriage?
Carl. All right.
I would say
What is the biggest
misconception-
misconception people have about love in marriage?
I would say
There
the
you
biggest misconception is that, well, it kind of goes about what we said earlier. So this will be a little quick, but that it's all about feelings and it's all cupcakes and rainbows, and there's not going to be times that really challenge you and you have to really work through. I feel like a lot of times people are like, found the perfect partner, and then they go through, you know, that end of dating, like the engagement phase, and you're like in bliss, and then the early marriage phase, you're still in bliss, and then things happen in your lives that start shifting some of the dynamics of your marriage. And the misconception is that it's always supposed to feel like it did before. And so people are like, you know, I just want to have the same feeling as we did when we first got married. Like, I get the sentiment, but you're also different than when you first got married. So you can have a great feeling, but it just might be a little bit different feeling. But it can still be great, but you can't hold on to this past moment. Like, just like people can't hold on to their glory days and be like, I just wish it was like it used to be. Like, no, how about you build something beautiful for the future?
Yeah. Yeah, so what I believe is what you're saying is, yes, so there's a maturity phase that happens. Yeah. So I think hearing you talk, I hear you talk about love matures. There's a growing process that happens. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions that people have about love and marriage is that they don't have to try. And what's easy at first, the things that you're able to kind of get away with when you're young in marriage or young dating, just depending upon where you're at. It really depends upon where you're at in your marriage. Because if you're 40 getting married, it's a lot different than when you're 20 getting married, a lot different even in your mid-30s. So it really just depends upon. But for us, because I can't talk to getting married at 40. I feel like you got your career established, so many different things where it's like,
it's a different dynamic.
It's a way
you're merging two full lives together versus like.
And I think it's beautiful. Yeah. And I know people that have married who've been widowed and then remarried. And so it's just like straight friend. It's so many different levels, but at least for us in our story, that it evolves. Right. Yeah. And so there is more effort that you have to put in sometimes as people change. And when you try to love your spouse the same way as you enter the marriage, it may not work.
Yeah. I feel like also too, and I'm smiling when I say this, that I feel like when you're young and married, there's a lot more grace on a lot of things because we're young. But like, I've always stood 10 toes down on like, all right, we 30 now. Like, that stuff ain't cute no more.
Yeah, me too.
This goes back to what I always say, which is when you're 20, you have more grace on your partner. You don't, the expectations might not be as high. The bar might not be as high. But when you get to 30, We gotta level some of that up.
And then when we get to 40, then when
Right.
we get to 50,
right, and you keep growing. But
glory
the point is,
to glory.
right, exactly. But you keep growing,
Yeah.
And so in your marriage, a misconception would be like, "Dang, you weren't so hard on me before, or you didn't care about this before." Well, that's because we were 20.
Mm-hmm.
But I do care that you're still acting like this. I do care that you want to play video games every waking minute outside of work. You got kids, not you. You don't play a lot of video games.
I don't. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, people experience those kind of things. It's like, okay, we have to level this up now. We have to change a little.
It's time to grow up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I feel like there's a little bit of that.
Yeah, misconception. All right, let's put a cap on it. What is the biggest misconception in one sentence?
It would be that people feel like they don't have to try and change and grow with time. Like, you can't just be
that love
I'm
evolves.
Me. I'm just me. Like,
women change, men change, so many different things. So that love is an evolution. There's an evolution process.
You have to grow up with your growing love.
Yep, 100%.
Amen. Next question. Have you ever felt unloved by me? What caused it?
Yes. Absolutely.
So fast.
Yes, absolutely.
My golly, gee willikers.
We have to go all the way back to our teenage years.
Wow.
I was a musician at a point.
What kind of story are we going to?
Well,
I'm like confused.
I just remember there would be songs that I wrote, and do you remember those songs?
About what?
The songs like when I felt heartbroken in our relationship.
Oh, when you would say crazy stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
So those are the times I remember. More so of like, hey, I would write songs and I will play you the song, but like, this is how I'm feeling. Because
that was savage and ruthless.
I was on Drake.
You would literally make these rap songs and you'd play them for me and it'd be like, my girl don't love me. She don't care about me at all and all this stuff. And I'm like sitting right there and you're like, yeah. And I'm like,
that heat though.
No, and you would just like put me on the spot, called me out, talking about you like it. No, I don't like that. What you mean? First of all, I'm 17. What are we doing?
Because your boy was expressive and at moments in time
and ruthless. Like, who does that to someone?
It's not somebody. I had my own feelings. Okay, I had feelings.
And you chose to stab me with your music.
Yes, it's expressive. This music nowadays, they don't even talk about what's really going on in life. And when I was a teenager, that's what was going on.
Put in the comments if you think that that's crazy.
What? Listen, we talking decades ago. All right, so there is that. And in our marriage, there are times where we've expressed where it's like, yo, I don't want to say unloved because knowing you and knowing who you are, I know that you love deep. Mm-hmm. Like, if there's anything that I need, I know it's like you're there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily unloved. I would say not loved in the way that I wanted to be loved. Mm-hmm. And so it's a
love language thing.
Yeah, it's a miscommunication. I speak English. You were speaking Chinese in love, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so I just didn't understand what you were saying. And then, you know what I mean? Deep.
Ocean deep. Yeah, I totally agree with the love language, different page kind of thing. I think also I wouldn't say unloved because I've always known that you love me. And I guess the question is about feelings, how we feel unloved. But I would say probably the closest thing to feeling unloved is being misunderstood for me. Like there'll be times where I've tried to express something and I just don't know how to say it in the right words for you to understand because we're different. We're different people. You're also a man. I'm a woman. And so sometimes things don't translate how you want, but that's because we haven't lived in each other's shoes and we don't live under the same pressures and the same expectations on both sides. So I feel like sometimes it's hard for us to fully grasp, like for you, it might be hard to grasp what it's like if I'm frustrated about something because I'm at home, homeschooling my kids and experiencing these experiences and doing a lot of that. Mm-hmm. So because you're not doing that, you may not fully understand when I'm expressing something that I need or I'm frustrated about. and you're like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you just don't respond the way I need you to because you just don't get it. And so that sometimes can make me feel some type of way. But again, those are feelings, not that I actually think you don't love me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it comes a point where, and what happens is that's why it's important to evolve. It's important to really take the time to talk to each other because those feelings have compound effects, right?
Yeah.
And that's where breakup happens. That's where miscommunication happens, right?
Yeah.
And as we know, I think it's the 4 things that lead to divorces: money, communication, sex, and money, right? Or sex and what was the other thing? It's money, communication, sex, and there's like one more thing that they always talk about. Well, those are the top 3 things, right? Communication, so many things can be resolved through communication. Money situations where if that's super, super tight and the communication behind the money, right? Or you're just, struggling with whatever that looks like, right? And then obviously the intimacy that you have, if there's lack of communication or lack of fulfillment there, it compounds, right?
Yeah.
Over time, no matter what it is. And so there's a compound effect with anything, good or bad.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's important. So the feelings of being unloved, sure, it can be like an exaggeration of miscommunication.
Yeah.
But if that
it stems from somewhere.
Right. It stems from somewhere. But that love cup really matters. And so that's why the book 5 Love Languages, speaking to each other in that love language, really, really matters.
Yeah.
Because the negative effects of not fulfilling each other's cup in that way leads to separation.
Yeah. And I would say also, we kind of need this in general with everyone in the world, but especially in a relationship. It's just empathy.
Yeah.
I feel like our culture is the culture of the world is shifting to less and less empathetic for each other and more divisive and like, well, you just need to figure that out because I'm not going to be dealing with your emotions and your thoughts or whatever. And so just having empathy for one another when you are going through things like, be there with your partner, like be in the thick of it. Don't just leave them hanging and be like, well, come talk to me when you're done with that. Come talk to me when you're done crying about that. Like you have to be able to sit with your partner, to process things, to pray with them, to dive into that. It doesn't mean that you have to take on, anxiety if your partner is anxious. You don't have to receive that. However, you don't leave them hanging. You empathize, while you're going through this. You're feeling anxious today. Let me pray over you. Let me speak life into you. Let me be in it with you so that we can both walk out together. I think that's so important to empathize with each other.
Yeah. Carrying the load and walking with each other.
Yeah.
Not allowing that person to stay in where they're at really matters. So let's move on. Last question. Where we at?
You want to read it?
Huh? Oh, did you? Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. Alrighty. How does God's love shape the way we love each other?
Well, I feel like that's been this whole conversation. And again, it kind of brings it back to the top of how we started this. Understanding what love is gives us the blueprint for exactly how to love. Yeah. Right? I feel like it's as basic as that. I don't know. Even more words. That's kind of... We've gone through all the stages of this, so
yeah, I think it answers that. It's put a cap on it. Put it all in one good sentence. Answer that question, even if you said it already, so you can leave it with that.
So
I'm gonna ask you the question one more time, and you just gonna put a cap on it, and we're gonna drop the mic on that vibe. You feel me? Are you ready for this, baby?
Am I a crowd of people?
Make some noise, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alrighty, are you ready?
Yes.
You about to drop the mic?
Oh my goodness.
All right. What?
You're just funny. I didn't say that.
Thanks.
I meant to say ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Wow.
But it came out as funny, which is really kind.
Ridiculous?
So
wow.
I'm so excited that it was funny.
Wow. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow.
Glory. Glory.
What is that hand?
That's just glory. I appreciate it, babe. If I'm funny, you're funny.
Okay, what's the last question? question?
I laugh at all your jokes. You're just funny.
That's not true.
That is very not true.
Oh. I was going to say, I'm actually extremely funny,
right.
and everyone in the world says I'm funny, but you.
All right. Tell me a joke.
I can't.
I knew you were going to say that. All right.
Don't fake laugh at me.
I knew you were going to say that too. How do I know everything you're going to say? All right.
Oh my gosh.
You ready for the mic drop? Put a cap on it. Nice little
Wait,
bow.
why do I got to do the mic drop?
Because you're Carl. All righty. How does God's love shape the way we love each other?
Well, if I had to put a bow on it, I would say that God is love. So once we know God, once we know Christ, and we know him for ourselves and really have that encounter and that experience and build a relationship with Christ, he is the definition of love. And he also commands us to love him and love our neighbor as ourselves. So when you really just understand Christ, you understand love. Otherwise, like we said in the beginning, you'll operate with love and emotions and mirror your experiences as love versus what true love is. So all in all, God shapes love because he is love. So he teaches us exactly what that looks like. That's my sentence.
There's nothing else I can say after that. That's it.
That's it.
So we are at the end of the episode
How did
now.
we get out of that last question?
Well, it's not about getting out of the last question. It's about, allowing who's ever better to answer that question. And you're way more qualified than me.
It feels like when you tell your spouse, like, you make the best peanut butter and jelly, and that's why I need you to make me peanut butter and jelly. But in reality, you just didn't want to make it, and you wanted them to make it.
Yeah, you make the bed the best.
No, you definitely...
You do everything the best.
Yeah.
You're just the best.
You cook the best.
Yes, you do. You made some good Alfredo today.
But you actually are a better cook than me.
It's okay.
It's true.
It depends. You really do make a good peanut butter jelly.
You clean better than me. You cook better than me.
No.
You do laundry
Stop
better
it.
than me.
You're just gaslighting. You're just gaslighting.
You put gas in my car better than me.
No, I don't. Well, because I have an electric vehicle.
You do everything better than me.
Oh, thank you, babe. Appreciate that.
So keep doing it.
Thank you.
All the time.
You know what?
See? That was funny.
All right, so next month we'll pray about it. But if you guys got questions, just ask some questions.
Yeah.
Ask some questions for our next. We're gonna do that at the end of March, right? End of March, we'll do another Q&A vibe.
Yeah, man. It's kind of like sad. Love month is over.
Love month, and like
It's been kind of fun.
But then there's next year. We're gonna go deeper into it. I feel like we only scratch the surface.
I feel like this year was a good intro, but I'm excited to talk to more people.
Yes, I mean there's so many. Love is so deep, right?
Yeah,
Love
and you've
is
only
deep.
heard our experiences, but there's so many different experiences and journeys and
All
walks.
right, I do have to talk. If they're at this episode, we're done talking about love. We're just gonna talk for a quick second as we wrap this up. So if you're driving, stay on, just listen. If you're watching it, what's going on? Alrighty, but I want to talk about my experience watching a friend of ours be installed to be a lead pastor.
Yes. Amazing.
Probably one of the greatest things that I've experienced of succession ever.
In my whole life.
In my entire life.
So awesome.
Yeah, so it's a good friend of ours. We did ministry together, and we have the opportunity to watch him be installed into his home church.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the things that they said was, this is not about a last name, because we do know there are some churches out there that is a family business.
Nepotism.
Right. Where it's like where you have the generations. My dad was this, my dad's dad, all these different things. And it has nothing to do of who was called to shepherd those people in that moment. Right. And from what we witnessed, they said it's not about a last name. It's about one name, and his name is Jesus. And then, I mean, talk about your experience. I just want to say it was one of the greatest things, and that I believe that the church needs to hear about great succession, about discipling people, because this is a huge discipleship moment. This is about the Abraham, Isaac, Jacobs, right? The Moses to the Joshua, like the generational discipleship and watching and pouring into the next generation and not having ego or pride or anything holding on to advance the kingdom. And the mission is to advance the kingdom. Hence why we have this entire podcast out of obedience to God to advance the kingdom. So whether it be one person that's that hears this word and gets closer to God, or millions of people, this is what God has called us to do. And if we have to take our walk His way and give it to if it grows into something and say, hey, here's the key, whatever it is, right? It's the beautiful thing that we witness. So what was your experience like?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was just evident that it was people that hear from God.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about personal thoughts, personal ideas, personal feelings. It was truthfully following the leading of Christ on so many levels, from the pastor passing things along, and that was just pure obedience. Even though, pastors can stay on for a really long time and they can, hey, this is my spot, and to see obedience from the passing and our friend saying yes, which is so big. Cause like people, they think like pastoring is sweet. Like that junk is cute. It's
not at all.
Such a large mantle to take on.
So many different levels. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a big thing. And I don't know. It felt so peaceful. It was full of joy. All the fruits of the Spirit were in the space. It was literally just incredible. And again, it was evident that it was Holy Spirit led and it was what was needed.
Yeah. And what this means is that we want to encourage some folks to do what they did. And that is to have succession. That is to have discipleship in place. And guess what? You don't got to be a pastor to disciple somebody.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be a leader in the church to disciple somebody. But when you have this information, this great news of the gospel, that Jesus is alive, that He died and rose again for your sins, so that way we can have eternal life with the Father, right? That way we can have peace that surpasses all understanding. That way that we are marked as children of God. When you got this information, share it with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even got to be a theologian.
Right.
You don't even have to have any type of degree behind what you're talking about, but you just have the good news. So I encourage somebody to share the good news, to disciple somebody, to walk with somebody in this journey when it comes to following Jesus, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's hard. It's very volatile. There's good moments, there's bad moments, there's confusing moments, there's just all these moments of like, man, what's going on? But I encourage you to find somebody, encourage somebody, disciple somebody, because what's great about this process, as you disciple somebody and you're walking with somebody, showing that love of God to somebody, it honestly keeps you accountable as well, right?
Yeah, and I think too, one last thing from the moment we witnessed was he's relatively young, which is a statement in itself on preparing yourself, being ready for when God calls you, for when God says move. Don't wait until you're a full grown up and you go through all the experiences that you desire to experience, and then you'll get to it later.
That's so true.
You really have to take your walk with Christ serious now. No matter what age you are, no matter where you are. No, you don't get to go, let me just live my young glory days. Let me live my full-blown college experience.
Let me just get it out of my system.
And then once I graduate, or once I this or that, or once I go here or do this or experience this, then I'll button it up and I'll get it together and me and God will be locked in. No. Why? Because you don't know when you are going to be called.
Yeah.
And to witness the readiness of someone under 30 being called to lead a congregation and being ready,
and his wife being ready, like this is,
and his wife and his family, a young family, saying yes and being able to say yes with full honesty. Yeah, you don't see that often.
Ooh, no, you don't. You don't,
because people always want to wait till later.
Yeah,
but then God's not gonna change His plans and the things that He needs to accomplish. He's just gonna find somebody else that's ready.
Yep.
So do you want to be passed by?
Nope.
Because the truth is, God not going to wait for forever. Like, if He needs something to happen now because He needs somebody to be reached specifically,
Yeah.
He gonna find whoever's willing to say yes.
And we've seen that before our eyes in our
Yeah.
own city, right? In our city, we've seen the mantle and the baton get passed. Who is willing? Who is ready to serve the Lord?
Is ready, yep.
He is looking not for qualifications. He is looking for an obedient heart, and he's looking for that yes.
Yep.
Because,
surrender.
Yes,
a surrendered heart.
Yes, a surrendered heart. He does not, what is it saying? He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the call.
Yep.
The called, right? Meaning that God himself will qualify you, right? Based upon his call. You don't need the qualifications for God to call you. And what is qualifications? Seminary, bachelor's, master's, doctorates,
or a history of family lineage of this
an entire resume.
Yeah.
You don't need none of that. God will call you, and if you feel called, I encourage you to get tapped into a local church, get discipled, get deep in there, and just do what you got to do.
Yep.
Because God will give you the tools, the resources, the people with the yes.
Yeah, and be faithful over the stages.
Mm-hmm.
You might feel like, wow, one day I do feel called to lead a church.
Yeah.
But maybe in this season, you're supposed to lead that Bible study of 10.
And maybe you're supposed to just be doing sound, or you're just on the drums.
You're not going to go. Yeah. You're not going to go from nothing to the stage most times.
And the people that do, they fall straight on their booty.
Yeah. So be faithful over your seasons, over the preparation and the potentially years of the process.
How about we talk about that next month? The process.
The pressure cooker.
Ooh, the pressure cooker. All right, we can yap all day about this. That was so exciting.
Congratulations to our friend.
Yes, that is amazing. I'm so excited for what him, his wife, and their church is going to do, their family is going to do for the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is bigger than a brick and mortar and an address on the corner of this and that. The kingdom of God is so much bigger than that. And we are so excited for the advancement of the kingdom of God over where our friend is doing ministry. So, we're excited. We're excited. Yeah. All right, y'all. So tune in next week. Oh, let's do this, camera. Tune in next week, next Thursday for our Walk His Way podcast.
Yes. Every Thursday.
Every what day?
Thursday.
Yes, every Thursday we drop an Our Walk His Way on all streaming platforms. And guess what? If you are listening to this on a streaming platform, we got a YouTube channel, Our Walk His Way. If you have questions, please go to Instagram, Our Walk His Way, and shoot us a DM. We will respond. If you got questions, throw them in the comments anywhere. Or if you have a question and want to do it a little bit more privately, you can email us at ourwalkhisway@gmail.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to pre-record that so we could just plug it in and it just be beautiful every time.
Plug it in.
I mean, it is beautiful every time. Yeah. Because you do it great.
Yeah. I put on my radio voice. I don't even know if this sounds good, but.
Why is it so deep?
It's my radio voice. Can you do an anchor voice? Do your anchor voice.
I don't have an anchor voice.
In the whole entire thing in your anchor voice. All right, and that is all, folks. What is your anchor voice?
That's all, folks.
All right, what's your anchor voice?
I don't think I have one.
Try it. Go. Broadcast, Carl, go.
And that is all, folks.
That was so good.
What?
That was almost good.
That was almost
because you got to finish the sentence. One more sentence.
What I was going to say.
That is all, folks. And next week, Our Walk His Way on Thursday, something like that. I go.
All right, and that concludes our podcast episode. So we encourage you to tune in next Thursday to Our Walk His Way.
Dude, that was fire. That was good. Good job.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Woogity, wait. Woogity, 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 woogity. What's that from?
Rocket Power.
Ooh, you got it. Good job.
I'm the one who put you on. We should have Jet watch Rocket Power.
All right, y'all. Love you and see you next Thursday. Bye.